Welcome to a brand new video. My name is Deanna Lynn, and my purpose is to guide you in architecting a brand new reality by shifting your internal experience. Thank you for following your soul's calling to this clearing session today. Today we're going to dive into empowerment. We're going to dive into pulling your power back in and just having you change your perspective on what empowerment is and how it's actually been affecting your health and how it's actually been affecting your intuition. And sometimes all it takes is just a shift in your perception of your own reality and to become an observer of it, for things to shift and change and move, and to create something completely different into your life, to create a brand new reality, to create a whole new world, a whole new universe. So society has taught us that everything that we need is actually outside of us. And this has been programmed into our subconscious mind from childhood. And this is from generations upon generations upon generations. So this is nothing new. You are here to break that chain. You are here to change it for the planet. Shifting and changing this personally is going to help shift and change the energy of the planet, because we are all connected. So you empowering you is going to help other people step into that empowerment as well, shifting and changing these beliefs that have been locked in our subconscious mind and we've been programmed for ever. So what happens is in childhood, we come here and our parents are here to protect us, to keep us safe. And they did the best that they could. What also happens in that space is we forget how to check in with ourselves. We forget to check in with our intuition of what feels right and what doesn't feel right. That we listen to what our parents say because we know that our parents are here to teach us and to keep us safe. So we turn that intuition dial down so we can't even hear it. We become very disconnected from our bodies. And then also it goes beyond our parents. So now this is a programming, like a neurological pathway that has been created that is disconnecting us from our bodies. And now we go out externally to whoever is in that field of expertise, whether it be a doctor, whether it be a teacher, any of these professionals, just because they have schooling and they have experience and they've worked with clients, we literally give our power away to them to tell us what's actually going on internally. And here's the thing. You are in your body. You are the only one that knows exactly what is right for you and what is actually going on in your body, because you can feel it. Have you ever had a time when you've gotten a prescription or advice from a professional and you just felt deep in your core that it was not right for you, but you ignored that feeling and you did it anyways? So in that very moment, you gave your power away to something externally, to someone else. So we're going to just observe this and step into the space of shifting and changing this. So when you go to somebody externally for advice or to help heal you or whatever this is, I just ask that you take this information that you get from them and you just check in your body and just see if that's actually right for you. It's going to take possibly some time and practice to fully step into this empowerment. But the first time you do it, you're going to really notice that things are going to shift and change. You're going to actually feel this power come right back inside of you when you do this, okay? So today in this clearing session, we're just going to step into that observer role. We're going to really accept everything that has happened in the past and anywhere that you have given your power away to someone else. You didn't know that that's what you were doing. So now we can just shift and change that. Okay? So get yourself comfortable. Get relaxed. Sitting comfortably in a chair with your feet on the ground, or lying down in your bed, whatever feels most comfortable for you, so you can be relaxed and you can really feel into your body. Take a couple deep breaths in, breathing in that empowerment, setting the intention, and exhaling all the disempowerment throughout this lifetime. And out. You got it. Okay. So, asking you this question now. What is the value of you giving your power away? Is there a value in this? Ask your body, what is the value? What am I getting from giving my power away? Let's take a couple deep breaths into this inquiry. And anywhere you have given your power away, will you allow yourself to let it go, destroy it, and uncreate it all? And I ask, anywhere you are in resistance to completely releasing this, clear and transmute across all time, space, reality, and dimensions. Good. And I'd like you to sit back into childhood. Just take your awareness back to being a child before age 7. And taking yourself back to the very first time that you went against what you felt in your body because of what a parent or a teacher or an elder told you what was best for you. What was the first age? Good. Whatever that first number is that came to your mind is from your subconscious, and trust it. So I ask that wherever you gave your power away from that age, to whether it be your parent or a teacher, or an aunt or an uncle or a grandparent, I ask that you uncreate, destory, and dissolve across all time, space, reality, and dimensions. Wherever you have turned your intuition down, I ask that you uncreate, destory, and dissolve across all time, space, reality, dimensions, and generational lines. Good. And wherever you have trusted everything outside of you more than what you feel inside, I ask that you uncreate, destory, dissolve across all time, space, reality, dimensions, and generational lines. Good. Just feel that leaving your body. See that leaving your body. Imagine that this neurological pathway that has been created throughout your lifetime is being dissolved and transmuted across all time, space, reality, and dimensions. this neurological pathway that has you go outside of you before checking inside to get the answer of what is best for you. Uncreate this across all time, space, reality, and dimensions. And wherever you have sourced out somewhere externally, whether it be a professional or the Google professional, of what is best for you to eat, what supplements you should take, what exercise routine you should follow to reach your goals and to be healthy, I ask that you uncreate and destory all of that across all time, space, reality, dimensions, and generational lines, pulling all of your power back in from all of these external sources that you have gone to get answers to what is best for you. And I ask that wherever you have gone to a doctor or a medical professional to get a diagnosis of what is going on with your health, I ask that you uncreate, destory, dissolve across all time, space, reality, and dimensions. What would it take for you to know exactly what is going on with your body? Anything in the way of that, I ask that you uncreate, destory, dissolve across all time, space, reality, and dimensions. What would it take for you to know that you have all the answers that you need inside of you all of the time? Anything in the way of this, I ask that you uncreate, destory, dissolve across all time, space, reality, and dimensions. Go ahead, take a couple deep breaths in and out. What would it take for you to fully step into empowerment? Anything in the way, uncreate, destory, dissolve across all time, space, reality, and dimensions. What would it take for you to step into empowerment over what your body needs, what your body wants, what your body craves, and how to reach all the goals that you want to, and to get back into full alignment? Anything in the way of this, uncreate, destory, dissolve across all time, space, reality, and dimensions. I ask that you please turn up the volume of your intuition, your knowing, your feeling, your connection to your body. And anything in the way of this, uncreate, destory, dissolve across all time, space, reality, and dimensions. Good. Feel into your body. What would it take for you to trust your body? What would it take to trust that you have all the answers inside of you? What would it take to trust your intuition? What would it take to stop looking out externally? Anything in the way, uncreate, destory, dissolve across all time, space, reality, and dimensions, and generational lines. What would it take to know that everything you see externally is just an illusion? What would it take to know that whenever somebody gives you a diagnosis, that you have the power to say no to that diagnosis? Anything in the way of that, uncreate, destory, dissolve across all time, space, reality, dimensions, and generational lines. What would it take for you to say, I am not subject to that. I am not subject to those thoughts. I am not subject to those opinions. I am not subject to that judgment. Anything in the way of that, uncreate, destory, dissolve across all time, space, reality, and dimensions. Good. And now what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to place your hands out in front of you. And I'd like you to feel the power coming back into your body. So anywhere you have given your power away, I ask that you demand that it comes back to you now. Demand it comes back from your parents. Demand it comes back from your teachers. Demand it comes back from your doctors. Demand it comes back from your friends. Demand it comes back from your partner. Call it all in now. Feel that energy now. See it for what it is. See it for the illusion that it is. See it for the creation that you created. You created your own universe. Pull all your power back in. You are so powerful. You created all of this. You created you giving your power away so that one day you could recognize and observe it and acknowledge it and pull it all back in and step into full empowerment. Good. Pulling it all in, just feeling that energy come back in, see it come back in. Just see it as fragments of your soul, like a pixelated picture. Little piece of your soul that you've given away to other people. You're pulling it all back in right here, right now. Filling up your heart space, filling up your body. Remembering who you are. Pull it all in now. And wherever you feel you are not worthy of pulling your power back in, I ask that you uncreate, destory, dissolve across all time, space, reality, and dimensions. Wherever you feel that you are undeserving of receiving it all back in and that somebody needs it more than you, I ask that you uncreate that and destory that across all time, space, reality, and dimensions. Amazing. Wherever your body is literally resisting to receive it, I ask that you uncreate, destory, dissolve across all time, space, reality, dimensions. And wherever you perceive this as unsafe to pull this back in because it has not been a part of you, I ask that you uncreate, destory, dissolve across all time, space, reality, dimensions. We're pulling it back in with love. It is all safe. Clearing and transmuting any negative low frequency energy that is attached to everything that you're pulling in now. Good. Just feel it all come in. Feel it all come in. If you need to sit in the space of replaying the story, recreating the story where you gave your power back in, and seeing you pull your power back in now in that one scenario, do that now. Recognize that you did give your power back away. Good. Pulling it in, pulling it in, pulling it in. Amazing. What would it take for you to feel empowered 100% of the time? What would it take for you to feel worthy 100% of the time? What would it take for you to receive all the love of the world 100% of the time? Anything in the way of this, uncreate, destory, dissolve across all time, space, reality, and dimensions. Good. What would it take for you to know that you are a creator? What would it take to know that you are love? What would it take to know that you are worthy of receiving love? What would it take to know that you are worthy of standing up for yourself and speaking your truth? Anything in the way of this, uncreate, destory, dissolve across all time, space, reality, and dimensions. Good. And I want to thank you for coming to this clearing. Thank you for stepping into empowerment. And whenever you feel that you need to take your power back, listen to this clearing again or take you through yourself through this exercise. Sending you so much love, so much light. And this clearing is going to continue to clear for the next 24 hours, 7 days a week. So feel that power keep coming back in for the next week. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed the content in this video, just hit the little like button underneath the video and feel free to leave me any comments and questions. I would absolutely love to get back to you. Hit that subscribe button to be notified of all future videos and content coming out.